Yo, what up, YouTube? Back at you with another video. It is officially 2 weeks. That feels good to say. Shit, that feels damn good to say. Um, is it over? No, actually, not by a long shot. Um, Still with the watery eyes. Um, no sneezing, no sneezing. In fact, there's a clear, like, I smell everything now. So excuse me, that's a good thing. Appetite is, again, just back with a vengeance. Um, I've always had a fast metabolism anyway, so um, I think it's just compounded by all the time that I was uh, abusing the kratom and denying, excuse me, my body of the proper nutrients. Like that shit really does suck out anything good. A lot of muscle atrophy. Uh, I slept last night, actually, um, at about 11, and woke up at about 6:30. So that's like what, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, damn near 8 hours, man. Damn near 8 hours. And there really was no struggle. Like, if there was, I don't remember. So couldn't have been that bad. Is the worst behind me? Absolutely. Physically, absolutely. Uh, Mentally, no. In fact, I think the mental has gotten worse. The more my physical has gotten better, if that makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense. Um, Trying to think. Um, Still got a little bit of the sweats. Um, Still, a little lethargic, but uh, that's just gonna take some time. I think, like, if there's seven, because I think there's about seven heavy symptoms that you're gonna be dealing with. Maybe nine. Because again, the sneezing, watery eyes, the lethargy, the insomnia, the akathisia, that's like the jolts. Uh, what else? Uh, no motivation, stomach issues, no appetite. Um, so if trying to think what else you deal with, like the restlessness. So that's nine right there, right? At this point, it kind of feels like 5 out of the seven are done, you know, or the eight are done, 6 out of the 8, or 7 out of the whatever the fuck I say, right? You know what I mean. Um, so yeah, 2 weeks, which you don't want to hear when you're about to embark on it. Um, but again, it's not a constant discomfort in when you enter the second week. There is relief after a week, 6 days, and then you know a couple of days kind of bleed together, and then a little more relief, and then they bleed together again, then a little relief. So, um, yeah, generally, I feel okay at this particular moment, but I do have the depression, like the restlessness. Oh, and emotional. Like I saw, like I was watching a recap of a movie with Eddie Murphy. What the fuck was it called? Mr. Church. Pretty decent film, you know. And it, You know what I'm saying? Like, hell, you can watch anything and that you just start fucking crying. Or you'll like think of something, usually something you've done or haven't done, and just lose it, you know? Um, yeah. So, all in all, I'd say this is a decent day. Um, yeah, yeah. I don't really, you know, have much to complain about. Um, we'll see if tonight is a repeat of last night when I was able to sleep for fucking damn near 8 hours. And that's pretty much uh, the only goal is to make it tonight. And the skin still. Um, I don't never want to see another fucking conva bottle the rest of my days, however long or short that may be. And I say that because of the depression. Like it can get really dark inside your fucking head. Um, especially like if you think like, look, I don't want to turn this channel into anything other than just discussing Kratom, but you know, there are personal issues that obviously we all have to deal with, and the Kratom withdrawal can exacerbate those negative thoughts, like very negative thoughts, to play tricks on your mind. Things you never really thought you'd ever really consider, you consider them. uh, it's a general mind fuck. Like I'm actually feeling the sweats right now. And think about that though, especially if you're still on it, or if you're going through withdrawal now. Say you're in the beginnings, usually 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. You're pretty much obsessed with watching videos. So, just think about how anything that takes this long to feel better from can't be good for you. And I know that the skin issues that I'm dealing with are due to the liver damage that the amounts of kavas I was taking has had on my body physically. This is the most out of shape I've ever been. I hate that. But, you know, I'll tell you what though, because I was such a heavy gym rat, like just doing push-ups, like you're in prison and shit. And you muscle memory is real for sure. So I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get back. At least one last time. Because I was reading somewhere like everything's all relative. Like for some, 2 weeks sounds like a long time. For others, it's a drop in the bucket. For some, 40 years old is old. Unless you're 60, you know what I'm saying, or 50. So, yeah, there's that. The vascular aspects coming back. And the skin isn't all bad everywhere. It's really just like the feet and the legs and the arms, which is just nasty. Like it's all flaky and shit, man. Yeah, there's every other time I've quit, there was always like a little nagging in the back of my head, like, well, I'll get far away from it, and what's one feel free gonna hurt? You know, when you do something stupid, and instead of dealing with consequence, we take the easy way out, you know? Because I'm thinking, anytime I relapsed, it was usually followed, it was precipitated by a night out, having fun, you know, drinking or partying or whatever, and uh, having to go to work or something unexpected, and not wanting to deal with the consequences of drinking too much. So, like, if you're hungover, you take Kratom, you're fucking good, like straight up. In fact, Kratom helps with any goddamn substance, to my knowledge, at least the ones I've ever dealt with. Um, but you know, that was always like the catalyst. I don't have that catalyst this time, and I have no desire to see any of this again. Like, I don't want to be isolated from my loved ones. I don't want to be like a fucking embarrassment to myself first and foremost. That's why, again, these videos, y'all may not know this, uh, but it's like embarrassing to make. Like, gas station heroin. That's what the fuck you think, you know? Like, like, yo, it's a fucking, like, I said this once before in one of my videos. It's like if you gonna get fucked up, man, like, you might as well get fucked up on something worthwhile. like, like, at least it might be halfway worth it, but Kratom ain't worth it, man. Kratom is not worth it. It's a it's like the bottom of the barrel of a substance to be addicted to, or to be abusing. Um, and truthfully, not that I'm against it, but I wonder how it even got past FDA or whatever the fuck. Like, again, not saying it's not helpful, it can be, but the risk, the slippery slope, the risk for abuse is just, it's high. It's high. And if you're taking Kratom, chances are it's to get off of something else, you know. Truthfully, maybe, I don't know, like, some people can, you know, go to, I guess, detox centers or whatnot, but I'm just a cold turkey guy. I guess it's like, because, I mean, contrary to me making these videos, I'm a very private person, you know. It's like I'm a social introvert. And so it's like, and I don't know, there's like a warped sense of, I don't even know what you call it, but it's like, it, if you do the crime, you gotta do the crime type shit. Like, I don't know. And that was a big problem too in growing up, especially the way I did. Not a bad thing, but also, I mean, Bronx, New York is New York in general. Um, it's like you had to have a sort of code, you know. So it's like, yo, if I did this, if I violated whatever, if I did, you know, whatever you do, there's consequences. And I always felt that if I was man enough to do the whatever, not crime, but like, if I was man enough to do the act of whatever I did, then I'm man enough to deal with the consequences of what I did. And Kratom was no different. So it's like, I abused this shit for damn near a year, more than that maybe. I don't even know. I want to say it's been like 10 months. Who the fuck knows? It could have been like a year and change for all I know. But it's like, I was man enough, weak enough to succumb, but I gotta be man enough to deal with the consequences now. And you, men and women watching, y'all gotta do the same thing. But it's doable. Always believe that it's doable. And it will get better. And even now when I'm saying this, I have to believe that. I have to. Even if it's not visible at this moment, I know it will be. So that's all I got. Hopefully the night's good and I can sleep and see y'all in the morning. Well, yeah, tomorrow afternoon when it's officially entering 3 weeks, the third week endeavor of this shit. Yeah, I like the sound of that. Take care. Talk to you soon. Peace.